Hi everyone, you're watching The Tattooed Psychic. I'm The Tattooed Psychic. I appreciate you tuning in, listening, watching, and being a part of my journey as I wish to be a part of yours. And so today I wanted to draw some cards because I don't know about you, but I know I've been feeling that great ascension with the earth and with myself and with spirit. And I've been seeing other people on social media going through it. And it's pretty cool and it's kind of scary. But we are here into this new world, into this new place. And we are meant to be powerful in it. We're not meant to be the victims anymore. And so I wanted to pull some cards for those of you kind of feeling that moon we had and feeling all this energy of the earth and the fires and the hurricanes and many people who have lost their lives unfortunately due to these things. And it does impact all of us, honestly, because whenever we have a global tragedy, it definitely impacts our spirit. It impacts the earth. It impacts our energy. And so many of you have probably been feeling a little overwhelmed or a little anxious, a little scared maybe, if that's the right word. And Spirit is just here to remind us that there's nothing to be afraid of, that this is a normal part of the journey if you are someone who is on an ascension journey, who is on a path of healing and opening of the self, right? And so it's normal to feel those things when we have tragedy in the world, and it was a tragedy, and I don't know about you all, but I was thinking of the 1980s and the 1990s, and I'll tell y'all it was a lot easier in life. And I don't know if it was because we were blinded because we didn't have social media and could see all the chaos, or if it has just gotten more chaotic. But I was thinking of that the past couple of weeks, and I miss those days, man. I really do. We had a lot of fun. But we are here in 2023, and I have to adapt to this, as many of you do. And it can be hard, and that's why we're here. And as for me, I've been really busy trying to build my website, and trying to create a space where people can come and be at peace with their spirit and open themselves up to their true power. So let's draw some cards. I drew some cards to see what Spirit wanted us to call upon or what messages they wanted us to have. And here we are. Oh, and I wanted to also tell you that I had this really cool experience. I was doing some numerology, right? I hear something. Hold on. Spirits. Anyway, I was doing some numerology. And I kept seeing triple digit 4. And I looked it up, and that meant that I was being taught a new higher self, a new way of spiritual existence. So I was, learning spiritually. And then I started seeing triple digit 5, which meant that I had made it to that point, ascension. And I was so excited about that. That was such exciting. But then I noticed I felt a little nervous about it. And I find myself trying to go back to the old self, and that's because I'm still kind of used to that, so I'm kind of weaning my way off of that. But it's been really cool. So if you're feeling that, or you feel like you've made it to the new ascension of self, then here we are. And let's talk about what Spirit is saying. So I hope all that makes sense. Anyway, we have in the hand, the universe is your partner. So this is meaning, and look at it, it's a number 4. This is a learning lesson for us. It's 314. It's about learning and about understanding that the universe is really at the point of showing us what we can have right now, showing us our power. Many people are waking up their abilities, and it doesn't have to be psychic abilities, right? It could just be dreams and passions that they have that they're starting to fulfill because they actually fucking believe they can do it. It's really awesome to see. And then we have straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Now that's where I've been lately. I've been wandering. I've been in so many realms. I wish I could show you my piece of art I did. It's drying though, and it was just, it's all glitter, and it's all about the universe. And I've just been in this mode of really feeling the power of the universe and those colors and everything. Just really feeling the ascension happening for sure. And I love it. And then we have stars in the sky, limitless possibility. And that's what Spirit wants to remind us. We are limitless. And the only thing that stops us is ourselves and our programming and the things we were taught to feel about ourselves. So it is up to you, my friends, to change your path. And then we have faith. These colors, if you look, you know, you have to pay attention to colors. I have been drawn to blues and greens, and our cards today are blues and greens. If you're being drawn to certain colors, certain things, certain numbers, it all means something. You have to teach yourself about these things. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Look at her. She's like, focus on your heart chakra love, babies. And I agree. And surround yourself with blues. I love the color blue. And then we have our Queen Bridget. Now listen, Bridget has shown up many times the past couple months. Inner strength. Move back into wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Spirit, I'm not kidding you. Spirit is so waking us up right now. I've never seen Spirit this active in my 30 years of being aware of Spirit in the capacity that I am today. I can't believe I've been doing this work for 30 years, but I first met Spirit when I was a young child. That's on my other interviews and podcasts, but yeah, 30 years of doing this work, I've never seen Spirit this, like, here we are, you know. And then we have Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. You know how focused she is. She's like, I'm doing it. And that's what Spirit really wants this message to be today, is that you guys, we are such at a great place in our time, in our history, in our existence, where we are able to really 100% go into a place of pure power of self. You know, we can't change what other people do. We can't change our government, even though we think we can by voting. I don't think it works that well, but who knows. Keep voting, because hopefully it does. But I'm just saying that we can't control the government. We can't control outside forces, right? We cannot. We can only control ourselves and what we do and how we react and what our intention is and what our dreams are and if we're going for them or not. We can't blame anyone else but ourselves, honestly, in the end, if we're not pursuing our dreams. And I know a lot of people have toxic relationships they're trying to leave. I get a lot of emails about that, and all I can tell you is you have to have the courage to leave, like I did and many, many other women have, and men, honestly, who are abused psychologically, physically, in any way, emotionally, spiritually. You have to walk out and leave, even, you know, I mean, I slept in my car, you know, I worked day and night to save money to relocate, and sometimes that's just what you have to do, and you have to stop the pattern in your life of this abuse, just like I did, and I've been alone for 5 years, and I'm okay with it. I see a spirit over here. That's what that noise was. When you come to my house, I remember this one time my friend Cindy was over at my house, and it doesn't matter where I am, Spirit follows you. It's not necessarily always the house, right? It's just, I'm open, so Spirit wanders through and says, hi, can I talk? And I was sitting over here, right, and Cindy was here, and there was a doorway here, and I saw the Spirit coming, and I knew it was going to walk through Cindy, but I didn't say anything. And as soon as I saw the Spirit walk through her, she went, oh my God, and felt the Spirit, and I started laughing because I thought it was so funny. And And she laughed too because, if you hang out with me long enough, these things happen, and we have laughs about it because if it was a harmful spirit, I would have said something. Another time, I'm just going to share my stories with you. I used to go ghost exploring in cemeteries with other mediums who are genuine mediums, right? And, we would go find the most haunted cemeteries in Washington, Seattle area, and there's some cool ones. And we went to this one Catholic one, and as we were leaving, there was a spirit following us, and some of the people we were with weren't really attuned to being a medium. They were just more going there for their own curiosity, to have the experience of ghost exploring, as I call it. And one of the spirits ended up in the back of the car, and the person driving, who wasn't a medium, looked in the back mirror and saw the person, and then our cars couldn't start. And that's another thing spirits will do, is shut off your engines. And it was funny. Me and the medium were laughing, and then another spirit came up behind me and tapped me on the shoulder, and they saw it coming and I didn't, because I was too busy laughing at the other spirit. And then it was a big deal. It was fun. And I think when you get a bunch of mediums together, all kinds of crazy things can happen. I love it though, and these are harmless spirits, by the way. I've never, I've never met truly evil spirits. I mean, a couple, but if you're protected, they can't affect you, and you can help them cross over, actually. But spirits, for the most part, just want attention, be spoken to, have their story told. I've had spirits that just want to tell their story, and I remember one time I was at a cemetery and everyone was afraid of this dark spirit, and so of course I dive right in, and we were there for quite some time before it revealed itself, and everybody else took off running, because when this spirit approached, it was very dark. It was like a big dark blob of shadow moving very quickly. And I just stood there, and it stopped in front of me, and I said, well, who are you? This is exciting, huh? And it was actually just a spirit that had been wrongfully killed and wanted justice, and it was very angry about it. And so sometimes you just have to face the spirit. That's what I do. But I don't recommend that for everyone, because if you're scared, it can be very difficult. I don't know why I was going off on that, because I was just remembering all the spirits, that's why. But yeah, now I'm in spirit land. Woo! Yeah, so that's why, because of my house, there's spirits walking around, that's why. But anyway, those are the cards I have for you today. And let's see, they're wanting me to draw a power animal card. I hope all this makes sense, you guys. And if you're feeling all this stuff, right, just know that you're not the only one, my babies. Look at that spider. We had the spider last time, remember? It's time to build your web. And what's really funny is I have been seeing a lot of spiders, but I accumulate it, I assume it's with the summer weather and all of that as well. But spiders, when they show up as much as they have in my life lately, it's definitely a sign that it's time to recreate, time to build that web, time to get intricate with your life, pay attention to the details. I watch spiders all the time. I never kill spiders, and I watch them build their webs, and I'm just fascinated. They are so amazing to me. And so, yeah, spiders are very amazing power animal. Go ahead and look it online as well for more information. And the frog, oh, we've got to leap forward. This is a time to remember that you can pull out of the darkness and you can leap forward into your future, for sure. Let's leap. That's what I had to do. I had to leap forward, and I had to wake up one day and say, I'm tired of living like this. How do I change? And for me, I had to, find an outlet somehow, someone to teach me. And so that's when I found Joe Dispenza online and started listening to his meditations and speeches and whatnot. And that's what I did. But I've been doing a lot of work other work as well, and that's listening to my spirit guides and listening to my own inner voice, and and demanding respect and setting boundaries in my life. And that's been real scary. I had somebody say, Faye, I respect you so much for setting boundaries because I'm terrified to set boundaries. And I'm like, you know what? I used to be terrified to set boundaries because I didn't want to offend people. But you know what? If you're offended or you're crossing my boundary, that's on you. I'm not a mean person. I'm a polite person about it. But I definitely have learned to set my boundaries. Yay for that. So if you're setting boundaries as well, good for you. That's what you need to do in order to change and to follow that path that you're seeking. So that's all I have for you. That's very brief, very quick, very, oh, they wanted me to draw Divine Feminine, Cosmic Womb. Let's pay attention to that. That is true. It is the cosmic womb right now. Get in there and feel it. Grow with it. Birth it. Right? Birth your dreams. Anyway, I love you all. Please continue to watch The Tattooed Psychic, and I will let you know when my website's up, and you'll be able to book sessions with me on there, and it's really great. So I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep love in your hearts, and remember that you are the only person who can change you, and you are the only person who can love you as much as you need that love in the world, honey. Love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Remember to keep love in your heart.